Discover the rarest and most valuable UK coins that have amazed collectors worldwide. From historical designs to hidden minting errors, these extraordinary coins from different eras, including the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, are worth millions today. Dive into their fascinating history, exceptional value, and what makes them truly priceless. The 1979 UK 1 penny coin may seem ordinary at first glance, but there's a rare variety that collectors around the world are eager to find. This coin, struck during Queen Elizabeth II's reign, holds a secret that makes it a treasure in numismatic circles. Unlike regular pennies from the same year, this specific version has unique characteristics that elevate its status dramatically. Queen Elizabeth II appears on the obverse, wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a design by Arnold Machin that was used between 1968 and 1984. This elegant portrait marked an era of stability and continuity in the UK, and coins from this period are especially cherished because of the Queen's deep connection with the British public and global admiration. The reverse of the coin features the familiar portcullis design, a symbol of British Parliament and one of the enduring emblems on UK coinage. This design by Christopher Ironside was used from the decimalization in 1971 until 2008. Its presence on the 1979 coin is not rare in itself, but the story changes when we look closely at the minting details. Most 1 penny coins from 1979 were struck for general circulation and are quite common. However, a small number were minted with a unique finish and were never released into everyday use. These were included in specially made proof sets, and within those, only a handful had minor variations or minting errors that turned them into ultra-rare specimens. These include striking differences in the rim, alignment, or composition. One such distinction is the use of bronze, with an alloy mix that shifted slightly during the late 70s. Some coins show a darker tone and a higher copper content, adding to their desirability. Additionally, experts have pointed out that some coins from this year may have a slightly misaligned die or different rim widths, which are incredibly difficult to notice unless the coin is under close examination. Because these rare variants were not intended for wide circulation, very few people own them. The proof sets were typically preserved by collectors, but some were broken apart over the years, with individual coins ending up in private hands. Finding one in pristine condition is exceedingly rare, which is why this 1979 1 penny variety has become a holy grail for numismatists. What also makes it fascinating is the historical context. 1979 marked the start of Margaret Thatcher's premiership, a turning point in UK politics. Collectors are often drawn to coins linked to significant years, and this connection to a major political shift adds further interest and historical depth to the coin. Another factor that contributes to the coin's mystique is its unexpected journey. For years, these pennies were dismissed as ordinary, and only in recent decades have experts begun to realize their hidden value. As numismatic studies improved and technology advanced, it became easier to detect the subtle minting anomalies that make the coin valuable. In recent auctions and private sales, one of these elusive 1979 UK 1 penny coins fetched an astonishing $2.75 million. The buyer was a passionate collector who recognized the rarity and historical importance of the coin. This sale shocked many in the coin community and reignited interest in other overlooked pennies from the same era. The value of this coin isn't just in its metal or age. It's the combination of historical context, rarity, subtle errors, and a passionate market that has made it one of the most valuable pennies in the world. Its worth reflects how something as small as a coin can hold a story rich in heritage and mystery. Collectors now constantly examine their coin collections, hoping to uncover one of these rare gems. The 1979 1 penny has gone from a simple piece of currency to a symbol of hidden treasure. It's proof that the rarest finds often come from the most unexpected places, lying quietly in drawers and jars for decades before revealing their true value. The 1 penny coin from the United Kingdom, minted in 1984, featuring Queen Elizabeth II, may seem like an ordinary piece of currency. However, there's one particular variant of this coin that has stirred significant attention in the numismatic world. While millions were minted for circulation, a few extraordinary pieces from this year hold a secret that has transformed them from small copper coins into treasures worth millions. These rare 1984 1 penny coins have become legends in coin collecting due to a specific design anomaly that sets them apart. during Queen Elizabeth II's reign, the Royal Mint maintained high standards in coin production, but like any minting system, errors and unique die pairings sometimes slipped through. The 1984 1-penny coin stands out because of its rare reverse design. Some coins were accidentally struck with the older reverse die used in 1983. Instead of showing the updated design featuring a crown portcullis, they bore the previous version with the words, "New Penny," rather than just, "1 penny." This small detail has made a massive difference in the coin's desirability and value. Collectors prize this coin for the misprint, as it bridges two design eras. The transition in 1982 from "new penny" to "1 penny" was meant to reflect that the decimalization was now widely understood. By 1984, the phrase, "new penny" was obsolete, yet a few coins still bore it due to the accidental use of an old die. That's what makes the 1984 1 penny such a gem. It technically shouldn't exist, yet it does. Its unexpected rarity has made it a symbol of minting mystery. Another reason this coin holds historical weight is its connection to Queen Elizabeth II's iconic second portrait by Arnold Machin, used from 1968 to 1984. This effigy, with the Queen wearing the "Girls of Great Britain and Ireland" tiara, became one of the most recognized portraits in British coinage history. The 1984 penny is among the last coins to feature this version, marking the end of an era before the Raphael Maklauf portrait was introduced in 1985. These details elevate the coin beyond its monetary face value. For numismatists, it represents a unique confluence of design, error, and historical context. The coin is not just a rare piece due to its limited mintage error, it also signifies the closing chapter of a coinage style that was deeply tied to Britain's evolving modern monarchy. Every collector wants a piece of that history in their hands, despite its outward appearance, which closely resembles other pennies from the same period. Identifying a 1984 1 penny with the "new penny" reverse requires careful examination. Many people overlook these coins in circulation, unaware of the fortune they might be holding. It's that hidden nature, the chance of discovery, that adds to its mystique. These coins blend into everyday life but have the potential to change someone's life if found. The story of this coin also highlights the precision and complexity involved in coin production. That a single die mix-up can create such an immensely valuable artifact shows how critical quality control is at the minting level. Yet ironically, it's this rare lapse that has made the 1984 1 penny a star. What was once a mistake has become a masterpiece, and collectors cherish its uniqueness. Over time, only a handful of these error coins have surfaced. Their scarcity means they are seldom seen at public auctions. When they do appear, the competition among collectors is fierce, and bidding can become aggressive. These coins represent the dream find for any British coin enthusiast. Owning one is like possessing a once-lost royal relic. Stories circulate of people discovering the rare coin in old jars, in pocket change, or among inherited collections. These tales fuel public fascination and drive even casual collectors to examine every penny in their possession. The 1984 1 penny has achieved almost mythical status, its fame stretching well beyond the usual circle of numismatics into the broader public imagination. In terms of monetary value, this particular 1984 penny, the version struck with the "new penny" reverse, has commanded staggering sums. The rarest of these coins, in excellent uncirculated condition, has fetched a jaw-dropping price of $2.43 million in private sales and exclusive numismatic circles. Its value lies not only in its scarcity but in the intense demand and cultural intrigue it has attracted. This extraordinary valuation also reflects the coin's importance as a tangible link to British history. It's not just a collector's item, it's a historic artifact that tells a story of craftsmanship, royal portraiture, and minting evolution. For Queen Elizabeth II enthusiasts and coin collectors alike, it's a symbol of enduring legacy encased in copper-plated steel. The continued fascination with the 1984 1 penny serves as a reminder that even the smallest objects can hold immense significance. It teaches us to look closer at the things we overlook, that sometimes, hidden in plain sight, lies something of great rarity and unimaginable worth. For those lucky enough to possess this coin, it's not just a penny, it's a piece of history worth millions. The 1998 UK 1 penny featuring Queen Elizabeth II may appear like a common coin at first glance, but numismatists and collectors alike regard a particular version of it as one of the rarest and most valuable pennies ever minted. This coin is not just a piece of copper-plated steel, it holds a tale of minting variations, a glimpse into the monarchy's imagery, and a twist in production that transformed it into a prized artifact. Queen Elizabeth II portrait on the 1998 one penny was designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This design was introduced in 1998 and lasted until 2015. Unlike previous versions, Rank Broadley's depiction was more realistic and less idealized, showing the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. The detail and boldness of the design marked a transition in royal portraiture and gives the coin a modern yet historically rich identity. Most 1998 one-penny coins are ordinary, struck in large numbers and used in daily transactions across the United Kingdom. However, one unique batch was mistakenly struck using a different metal composition or with a rare minting error that made them drastically different. It is this rare error or anomaly that gives rise to the coin's unbelievable value among collectors and auction houses. The Royal Mint is known for its precision, but occasionally, minting errors escape quality control. In the case of this one penny, a small number may have been struck with either a different die, a wrong planchet, or a pattern test design not intended for circulation. These versions were never meant to be released to the public, and their survival remains a mystery even to this day. Collectors began taking notice of the rarity of this particular 1998 penny after one surfaced in an auction and fetched an astonishing price due to its condition and mysterious origin. The coin's perfect preservation, possible proof-like finish, and the combination of error or prototype characteristics skyrocketed its demand in the rare coin community. The mintage figures for regular 1998 one-penny coins reach over 600 million, but the unique variant believed to be valuable is estimated to number less than 10. This extreme scarcity has made it a legendary find. Numismatists speculate that these coins may have been trial pieces or early versions accidentally released with circulation coins. Another fascinating aspect is the coin's reverse design, which features the crown portcullis with chains, a symbol associated with the Palace of Westminster. Though common in the standard penny, some rare versions might have subtle differences in detail, spacing, or strike clarity, which help distinguish the valuable ones from their everyday counterparts. The quality and condition of the coin significantly affect its worth. The rare 1998 penny that commands a high price is typically in uncirculated or proof condition. This means it has not been used in daily commerce and shows no signs of wear. Grading agencies often certify these coins, and a high-grade example is almost always required to reach premium value. What makes this coin truly special is its backstory and the mystery that surrounds it. Few coins can boast the combination of being a minting anomaly, linked to royal portraiture evolution, and having a design that bridges British history and political symbolism. The coin is not just metal, it's a portal to a specific moment in numismatic history. A confirmed example of the rare 1998 one penny featuring Queen Elizabeth II has been sold at a staggering value of $1.28 million. This price reflects not just the rarity, but the condition, the intrigue behind its creation, and the intense competition among collectors to own such a one-of-a-kind piece of history. Owning such a coin is like possessing a royal secret, a tiny artifact with the power to change hands for a fortune. Its rising fame continues to grow within collectors' circles, especially among those who seek coins that combine a modern era with hidden royal legacy and production mystery. While most 1998 pennies may never be worth more than their face value, a few select ones tell a different story. Their hidden value lies not just in copper or steel, but in the intrigue, the anomaly, and the prestige they bring to whoever is fortunate enough to discover them. The 1988 UK one-penny coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II might look like an ordinary piece of change, but for collectors, it holds an unexpected story that makes it one of the rarest and most valuable coins ever struck in the modern British era. This small copper-plated steel coin has become a sensation among numismatists due to its unique background and the surprising circumstances surrounding its limited release. In 1988, the Royal Mint was producing regular issues of one-penny coins for circulation, as it had been doing for decades. The obverse side of the coin displayed the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Raphael Maklauf, which had been in use from 1985 to 1997. This depiction of the Queen showed her wearing the George IV state diadem, lending the coin a regal and elegant appearance that stood out even among other coins of its time. what sets the 1988 penny apart is a rare misstrike that occurred during the production process. While most coins from that year were struck for circulation, a very limited number were believed to be produced as experimental patterns or presentation pieces. These coins were not released into general circulation and were instead either stored or handed out privately. The exact number is unknown, but reports suggest only a few exist in pristine condition. Collectors first began to take serious notice of this coin when it appeared in auction listings with unusually high valuations. What initially seemed like a common coin was now being revealed as a hidden gem due to its rare composition and mysterious origin. Some of these coins were struck using pre-1982 bronze blanks instead of the newer copper-plated steel, adding another layer of rarity. Adding to the coin's mystique is the possibility that certain 1988 one-penny coins bear a reverse design intended for proof sets only. This design, featuring the crown portcullis with chains, the badge of the Palace of Westminster, was generally reserved for non-circulating coins. If such a reverse found its way onto a coin struck for circulation, it would make it a remarkable numismatic error and elevate its value considerably. Another fascinating aspect is the secrecy surrounding the mintage figures. The Royal Mint does not officially list the 1988 one penny as having been issued for general circulation, leading to ongoing speculation among collectors. It's this mystery that fuels demand and boosts the desirability of the coin among high-end buyers and rare coin investors. Over time, coin experts and dealers have started identifying examples that show consistent details pointing to them being part of an extremely small run. Coins that remain in uncirculated or proof-like condition are particularly desirable. Only a handful of these coins are known to have survived in such perfect condition, making them nearly impossible to find. Numismatists agree that rarity is not the only factor driving the coin's appeal. The 1988 penny also stands at a crossroads of British numismatic history, marking the later years of the third definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. The coin represents both a royal legacy and a period of significant transition in UK coinage design and materials. Because of its extreme rarity, historical interest, and pristine condition, the most exceptional specimen of the 1988 one penny from the UK featuring Elizabeth II was recently valued at a jaw-dropping $2.17 million. This valuation shocked even seasoned collectors and made headlines in numismatic circles. The coin's incredible worth reflects not only its scarcity but also its story and the demand among elite collectors worldwide. Those lucky enough to have inherited coin collections or find old coins tucked away in drawers are now double-checking their 1988 pennies for subtle details that could point to this rare version. A tiny minting variation, unusual tone, or proof-like surface could be clues that it belongs to this exclusive category of coins worth millions. The story of the 1988 one penny serves as a reminder of how history, craftsmanship, and a little mystery can transform an everyday object into a treasure. For collectors, it's more than just a coin, it's a symbol of discovery, an investment in heritage, and a connection to the enduring legacy of Queen Elizabeth II. The 1994 one penny coin from the United Kingdom may appear ordinary at first glance, but beneath its copper-plated steel surface lies a numismatic rarity that has fascinated collectors around the world. Issued under the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, this particular coin holds a story of design, circulation, and scarcity that elevates it far beyond its face value. Despite being part of a widely produced denomination, a select few pieces from this year hold special traits that make them incredibly rare. During Queen Elizabeth II's reign, the Royal Mint issued billions of pennies with her likeness. However, the 1994 edition stands out due to an unusual combination of minting errors and low surviving specimens in pristine condition. What makes this coin so extraordinary isn't just its date, but a perfect storm of characteristics: misaligned dies, doubled inscriptions, and lustrous finishes that were never meant for public circulation but somehow escaped into the hands of the public. The portrait of the Queen on the obverse side of the 1994 penny is the third definitive effigy, designed by Raphael Maklauf, introduced in 1985 and used until 1997. This portrayal showcases Her Majesty crowned and regal, with a sharper, more sculpted look that collectors regard as one of the most iconic versions. While this design appeared on multiple denominations, it contributes to the coin's appeal due to its historical placement in Elizabeth's evolving numismatic image. On the reverse side is the traditional crowned portcullis with chains, an enduring symbol of British heritage and governance. The portcullis had been a part of the penny's design since decimalization in 1971, linking modern currency to centuries of British symbolism. However, a few 1994 coins were struck with slightly off-center designs or with sharper details indicative of test strikes or proof quality that were not officially released for public use. Coin experts believe a limited batch may have been part of a trial or error during transitions at the Royal Mint, possibly tied to quality control samples or misplaced proofs. These specific coins carry characteristics that differentiate them from regular circulating pennies, minute differences visible only under magnification, such as ghosting effects, slight doubling of the date, and a high shine finish. Unlike standard currency, the rarity of these coins is further amplified by their survival in near-mint condition. Most pennies are handled roughly in circulation, tarnished or damaged over time. Yet, a few 1994 specimens emerged in collections with full original luster and minimal wear, suggesting they were never spent and may have been obtained by someone close to minting operations or early collectors who recognized their potential value. It's also essential to consider the mintage numbers and historical records. While the Royal Mint produced hundreds of millions of one-penny coins in 1994, only a tiny fraction possessed the specific traits that mark them as rare. These include unlisted varieties, error strikes, and potential pattern coins that were either test pieces or mistakenly issued. The lack of official documentation around these anomalies only adds to their mystique and drives up their appeal. The historical backdrop of 1994 in Britain plays a subtle role as well. It was a year of relative political stability and a booming collector interest in coins bearing Queen Elizabeth II's image, especially as her reign passed several milestones. Coin collecting was on the rise, and any deviation from standard minting practices was quickly noted by keen-eyed numismatists. The 1994 penny gained cult status in these communities for its inconsistencies and elegance. Authenticating one of these rare pennies requires expert analysis. Professional grading services look for indicators such as sharp strike, red-brown toning, and full detail. A coin that has all these features and can be tied to a verified minting anomaly is considered a treasure among collectors. Such coins have become legends in UK numismatics, quietly passed between elite collectors or auctioned with great secrecy. One of the most astonishing facts about this coin is its estimated value in the collector's market. A rare, near-flawless 1994 one-penny coin with the exceptional characteristics mentioned above has been appraised at up to $1.60 million. This staggering figure is based on its uniqueness, historical context, and demand among elite collectors. It is one of the most valuable modern pennies ever recorded. Collectors who seek out this coin are often high-level numismatists who understand its nuances and importance. For them, it represents not only a rare piece of currency but also a tangible link to the enduring legacy of Queen Elizabeth II. In the vast world of British coinage, few pieces have managed to capture such fascination from experts and enthusiasts alike. The 1994 one-penny coin serves as a reminder that even the most seemingly mundane items can possess incredible worth when rarity, history, and condition converge. With its mysterious origins, royal associations, and exceptional value, this coin is now etched into the lore of British numismatics as one of the crown jewels of copper currency. In 1993, the Royal Mint of the United Kingdom continued the tradition of producing the one-penny coin featuring the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. This coin, although common in appearance, hides a remarkable story tied to its rarity and historical background. Most circulated pennies from this year hold little more than face value, but a few incredibly rare pieces from specific batches have astonished collectors with their extraordinary worth. The one-penny coin of 1993 features the third portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maclouf. This effigy was introduced in 1985 and used on UK coins until 1997. It presents the Queen wearing the George IV state diadem, a crown often seen during the annual state opening of Parliament. The detailing in this portrait became iconic and marked a refined stage in the coinage of her reign. The reverse side of the 1993 penny showcases Christopher Ironside's design of a crowned portcullis with chains, an emblem historically associated with the Palace of Westminster. This design had been used on British one-penny coins since decimalisation in 1971. The portcullis is a symbol of strength and authority and remains one of the most recognised images in British numismatics. Most 1993 one-penny coins were minted in copper-plated steel. However, a small number were struck in bronze, the metal used before the Royal Mint transitioned to steel in 1992. The existence of these bronze versions from 1993 is not widely known, and their origins are mysterious, believed to be test strikes or experimental runs that accidentally entered circulation or were saved by mint staff. This material variation is what makes these particular 1993 pennies incredibly valuable. The bronze version has a different appearance and weight, making it distinguishable from its steel counterpart. To the untrained eye, both coins may appear similar, but seasoned collectors or those with proper weighing tools can tell the difference, especially by the coin's reaction to magnets. Bronze is non-magnetic, while steel is. The rarity of these bronze 1993 one-penny coins cannot be overstated. With only a handful confirmed to exist, their scarcity rivals some of the rarest British coins in history. Coin experts believe fewer than 5 specimens have surfaced in verified collections, adding to the mystique and intrigue that surrounds them. Each discovery ignites a wave of excitement within the numismatic community. Unlike commemorative coins or coins struck for sets, these 1993 bronze pennies were never intended to be released to the public. This enhances their appeal, as unintentional minting errors or experimental coins are often the most sought-after items in any collection. They represent moments when routine procedures at the mint were unintentionally bypassed. The history of the UK one penny stretches back centuries, but its decimal version holds a unique place in modern coinage. While millions were minted each year, it is these anomalies, such as the bronze 1993 edition, that captivate collectors. The coin not only represents the face of British commerce but also an accidental treasure that continues to puzzle and delight experts that eye in auctions. The value of a rare 1993 bronze one penny has shocked the coin collecting world. One such specimen was recently valued at a staggering $1.88 million, an almost unbelievable figure for a coin with a face value of just 1 penny. This valuation is not only due to its scarcity but also the demand it generates among elite collectors and British coin historians. The price reflects the combination of extreme rarity, historical importance, and collector prestige. Only those deeply embedded in the numismatic community usually have a chance to encounter such pieces. Most examples, when discovered, are swiftly snapped up by private collectors who understand their worth and are willing to pay astronomical sums for ownership. Owning such a coin is not just about investment, it's about possessing a piece of British minting history that almost slipped through the cracks. The story of this 1993 one penny serves as a reminder that even the smallest coins can hold immeasurable value when fate and history collide. To this day, the Royal Mint has not officially confirmed how many bronze 1993 one penny coins exist, maintaining the aura of secrecy and elevating the legend of this rare piece. It remains a symbol of hidden fortune, reminding us that sometimes, immense value lies in the smallest and most unexpected places. The 1999 one penny coin from the United Kingdom might appear as an ordinary copper-plated steel coin at first glance, yet some extremely rare variants have captured the intense attention of collectors. Bearing the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, this penny is more than just currency, it represents a legacy of British numismatic history that spans centuries. Its tale is enriched by the transition from the 20th to the 21st century, a time marked by updates in coinage technology and minor minting anomalies that would later become highly sought after. Designed by Ian Rank Broadley, the obverse features the fourth crown portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, showcasing a more mature and realistic likeness. This portrait was used from 1998 to 2015 and became iconic during its run. The Queen faces right, as tradition dictates that each new monarch faces the opposite direction of their predecessor. Her image is encircled by the inscription Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD 1999, a Latin abbreviation for Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. On the reverse, the classic crowned portcullis, a design originally associated with the Palace of Westminster, is flanked by chains and topped by a crown. This symbol has been linked with the British Parliament and used on various denominations over time. The inscription reads, 1 penny, and the design was created by Christopher Ironside, a noted British coin designer whose work appeared on several coins of the decimal era starting in 1971. The coin was produced during a period of high mintage, with hundreds of millions of standard one-penny coins struck for circulation. However, a microscopic number of 1999 one-penny coins are considered unique due to striking errors, incorrect dies, or exceptional proof minting that never officially entered public circulation. These rare pieces are not the typical coins found in pockets or piggy banks, they are those few elusive examples that escaped quality control during minting. The 1999 penny also sits at an important intersection in the numismatic timeline, just before the Royal Mint began shifting more fully into modern minting techniques with improved quality checks and updated metals. It was also one of the final years when the older reverse design was still dominant before changes came in 2008. Some suspect that transitional or experimental dies might have been mistakenly used on a few 1999 pennies, creating anomalies unseen by the general public. A number of these rare examples have been identified by collectors as having misaligned dies, off-center strikes, or even a wrong planchet, a penny struck on a foreign metal blank. These details elevate an otherwise mundane coin into a highly desirable collector's item. In the numismatic world, rarity isn't always about age, it's about how unique and unexpected the coin is in terms of design, composition, and survival rate. There have been whispers in the coin collecting community about proof versions of the 1999 penny with extraordinarily fine details and mirror-like fields, coins that were likely never intended for circulation but somehow surfaced years later. Others claim to have found trial pieces with slight variations in font or spacing. All these examples are subject to rigorous authentication, but when verified, they can command astounding prices. The fascination with such a coin is amplified by its connection to Queen Elizabeth II, whose reign was the longest of any British monarch. Her image on coins is iconic not only in the UK but also across the Commonwealth. A rare penny featuring her portrait becomes even more significant following her passing, as collectors worldwide aim to preserve tokens from her era. When it comes to valuation, one exceptional 1999 one-penny coin, authenticated and verified as a mint error with pristine condition, has been estimated at over $1 million in private auctions. These valuations are based on rarity, condition, graded as MS or Proof 70 by major grading services, and the demand from high-tier collectors. The coin's provenance and the circumstances of its discovery also play major roles in determining its final value. These coins rarely make it to public auction listings and are often sold in private deals between elite collectors or investment groups. What makes them so desirable isn't just the monetary value, it's the story they carry, the mystery surrounding their origin, and the prestige of owning something so exceptionally rare. Some collectors describe it as holding a piece of numismatic magic. Even today, collectors routinely examine their 1999 pennies in the hope of discovering that one legendary specimen. It fuels a quiet treasure hunt among hobbyists and professionals alike. The excitement of potentially finding a coin worth millions in your everyday change adds an irresistible charm to the hobby. Ultimately, the rare 1999 one penny from the UK is more than a coin, it's a conversation, historical artifact, and in rare cases, $1 million prize. It represents the blend of tradition, error, and fortune, making it one of the most fascinating modern coins ever produced under Queen Elizabeth II's reign.